Welcome to the Anything Bagel podcast, where we talk about
anything.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Danielle.
And we are so glad that you are here. This is our fourth episode of Anything Bagel.
4-4.
Yeah. And let's see, we just wanted to say thank you to those who reached out and gave us some topic ideas. We have added them into our hat.
They're in the magical hat.
Those are in there, and we're excited to see what our topic will
I'm excited.
Will be. And
I liked the last one.
Yeah, so I think, are we ready to roll?
I think so. Are you ready?
Yeah. And Danielle gets to draw this time. I drew last time. So here we go. We're going to draw.
I'm nerve-wracking, actually. Okay. What? What does that say?
Country facts.
Who put this in here? Country facts.
So facts about a country.
Facts.
So one of the things that we said on our very first episode of Anything Bagel is, well, for one, that we'll talk about anything. And the other is that not everything that you are going to hear here is factual information. So.
Okay. That would be good.
So
maybe we could, okay.
So we could take this in a couple different directions, I think.
We should probably take it in both of the directions.
One of the directions would be, okay, what would be a country that you think you want to visit? And what do you know about it? And what do you think you know about it?
Oh, boy.
Or one could be a country that you've been to. Yeah.
Country facts. I can't. Okay. I literally have 0 country facts. I want to go to Ireland, but I don't know. I researched how to stay there, so I know that they drive on the wrong side of the road. And the manual is on the left, which is really weird.
That is weird.
But that's not necessarily Ireland. That's just cars flip-flopped.
Right.
I don't know. This might.
But the car is flip-flop, not just that you drive on the other side of the road, but the gear shifter you do with your left hand?
Yeah.
Wow. That's different.
I guess I can't say that I'm 100%. But I could.
One thing, talking about that makes me think of a time in Mexico. Isn't that weird how Ireland to Mexico? I don't know. I was in Mexico with a girlfriend, and they wanted to know if they were going to give us free rental on a Mexican convertible. We were like, hey, cool, sweet. So we were in Cozumel. And so we went to pick up the Mexican convertible, and it was like a beetle bug. With no, a convertible beetle bug car, but it was like from the 1970s.
Oh, that's actually cool.
And it had like that old, I'm going to date myself here, the old gear shifter where it was like, neutral and all of those things, and you got the clutch and all that good stuff. So anyway.
You had to drive this.
It's kind of like riding a horse, because I did remember basically how to drive it. And on those old gear shifters, they have like a map of like where the gears are, And
you drove it?
Well, yeah.
You got
all the way around the whole island of Cozumel, which isn't real big, but yeah. But we did go to the beach. We pulled into a parking spot, and I could not get it into reverse.
Oh, no.
So my girlfriend, I put it neutral, and she pushed me out of the thing. And of course, we were cracking up laughing.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't get it in reverse.
And then we drove around the island, and we ate in a restaurant that was like outside, and there were chickens and dogs and all kinds of things.
You had good food.
So yeah.
Then.
Yeah, it was like authentic Mexican food. But back to Ireland. What else about Ireland do you like? Like what intrigues you about Ireland?
Because it's actually not that big. You can like drive around the whole place. I was staying in my fictional vacation at I would say the south, if I'm looking at a map of it, and you can drive around in like a couple hours, which I'm actually learning that once you get over to the UK side over there, you can go to almost any country and within a couple hours. And we just need to go over there.
You stay, yes. Because I know if you stay in certain parts of Italy, again, remember, factual.
Rough. This is rough estimates.
That you can go to like Austria.
And
you
should have some facts about Italy.
Like maybe the Swiss Alps, maybe.
First of all, I don't even know. I am not very good
But you'd
with
have
my
to stay
geography.
in like I think it's like it would be like again, north, the northwest.
So I'm looking at a
part
flat
of
map.
Italy.
If I'm looking at a flat map
Northwest part of Italy. Yes.
on the map, northwest. But
But
you
if you
have to have some fun facts about Italy.
But if you stay in the south part of France, like on the ocean,
Yeah.
then you can't really get to
Yeah.
like other countries that easily. You'd have
Yeah.
to. But there's Tasciano, Italy. I would love to go there. It's like a
Ooh.
postcard, beautiful place in Italy.
Well, we're going to go there.
Yes, because on my 60th year of my life, which is in a couple years, that is
We're going to go
on the bucket list to go to Europe. So yeah, so I'll know way more country facts.
We're going to
once
have
I
to
go.
learn. Okay, we're going to have to put that on the list.
Once I go. Now, when I think of Ireland, I think of green. And maybe that's just because St. Patrick's Day. But it seems like it's
the
very
pictures,
green.
they're rainy. I think they get a lot of rain there.
Yeah.
I want to see the cliffs of Moher. I think that's how you say it.
What is it?
The cliffs of Moher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be very beautiful. Yeah, so
country.
Italy is definitely one place that I would like to go.
How about what are some facts we know about America?
Oh, because we do live in this country.
Okay, I'm not very good with like keeping this type of stuff in my brain.
I want to go. I mean, I know I want to go to a lot of places. I haven't been in this country. I want to go to the Grand Canyon and I want to go to Utah, and I just haven't been, to any of those places. But there are so many beautiful state parks just in this country that most people, or national parks and state parks, but national parks that people have never even been to in this country.
Yeah. I've been to a lot, fortunately.
Yeah. Where have you been?
Well, okay, Tennessee is one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we went out west. And there's like three out west because the Badlands are there.
Right.
And then Glacier is there.
Yeah.
And then whichever one is through Canada, because we drove.
Right.
And we stayed there. So I'm counting it as staying there. And I seen wildlife. And we were there in the midst of it. And then
I've been to the Everglades.
No, I haven't been to that one.
And I've been to, obviously, Tennessee. Of course, in Michigan, we have the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
National Lakeshore up at the sand dunes, and that's very beautiful.
That was on Good Morning America, fun fact.
Yes. And actually, Mackinac Island was just rated in, was it USA Today? As a favorite place to vacation. And then Saugatuck.
Oh, interesting.
Ended up second only to a beach in Florida in a different publication.
Oh.
Saugatuck, which I've never been to Saugatuck. Have you ever been to Saugatuck?
No.
Looks pretty cool. I've never been there either, but I would like to go there. I'd like to go to the beach. I'd like to go shopping.
Yeah. The beach.
Yeah. There are so many beautiful places. One place I would like to go that you've been is Austin.
Yes. Yes. And we're going back in August.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
So I can't wait.
Nice. Yeah, I have. That's someplace I would like to go. Or, music, food, just, all the things.
Yeah. I can't believe. Have you seen, this reminds me of that guy on TikTok or Instagram, but he's from the UK, England. I can't quite remember. But he was amazed at like the reason Americans are so like untraveled is because he's like, they can drive for 12 hours and still be in America, whereas they, if you were to anywhere 12 hours on that side of the continent is a different country.
You could be in several different countries.
Yeah.
By that.
Yeah. And he was just amazed at like how far we drive for work even. Mm-hmm. And I always, like, I've been commenting, drove 12 hours to see my best friend.
Right.
Because
or like the United States.
Yeah. Drove 4 hours to a concert.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah.
I hope teleporting comes.
I'd like to go to Europe to see the architecture
Yeah.
of the castles and the churches.
Mm.
And because it is amazing to me that when you think about the, I mean, how many years ago it was that they built those
Yeah.
things and that they
Yeah.
were able to, it's just amazing to me. Like there could be a castle built on the side of the mountain and think about
Yeah.
that. And today, yeah, it could be done. But back then, I mean, it was done,
Yeah,
but
with not very
wow,
much equipment.
equipment
Their
to,
hands, basically.
yeah. And when you look at like on one of those buildings and they have like just just the architecture of it,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
art
Yeah.
of it. And yeah.
Even like the ceilings and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is definitely something that I would like to be able to go over there and just see in person. I can look at pictures and
Yeah, and it's not the same.
yeah, it's not
the
the
same.
I know that
The
I would be
Guardian
very-
building. You should go see the Guardian building in Detroit because it is like that.
Yeah.
The roof or the ceiling is like tiled. It used to be an old bank.
Mm.
And so in where all the tellers were, which is really nice because old school bank is the tellers are there, which are all turned into shops, but the to muffle the sound so there was an echo when you talked at the bank, like the architecture is different in there, like little levels of the ceiling, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But it has all that stuff. And the tours are free too.
Oh, yeah. There's so many things to see just in this country. Let me think. Where
we're very
else have I
fortunate.
been? I've been to the Bahamas.
Have you been to
a couple times?
the Grand Canyon?
I have not been.
I
want to
go to the Grand Canyon.
I do want to go to the Grand Canyon. That is someplace that I have not been. I was in Yellowstone when I was like 5 years old, and so I do not remember that. So that is somewhere else that
I tell everybody because I want to go back to Alaska. They need to go visit. When everybody is like, "Oh, it's on my bucket list," I'm like, "You should just go.
Yes,
don't keep it on your bucket list. Okay. Cross it off the bucket list."
And the one national park up there, I think it used to be called Denali. Did they change it?
Yeah, they changed the name, but it's going to be always Denali.
I mean, I have seen just amazing pictures of wildlife from there that I would love to. I mean, that would be someplace to.
I feel like maybe people would be more worried about our planet if they seen that. I think we're too out of touch with what we're putting this earth through.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that I think the pandemic taught us is when everybody stopped and manufacturing stopped and traveling stopped and all that, of how quickly like the wildlife and nature and stuff started to replenish itself and that kind of a thing. Yeah. Which, I don't know, to me, it was like a
healing.
Yeah. And it was visual. Like you could see that,
Yeah. I was listening to this podcast and they said, like, the rate our earth can heal itself once you, like, whatever they studied, like an area that was left alone. Mm-hmm. Like, the earth will heal itself if you just get out of its way.
Yeah. It's kind of like those movies where you watch where Doomsday or whatever, and then you got this big old empty city and the vines and everything have started to take over. That's really what. Yeah. Or you see those on those TV shows. I don't know, they're on one of the History Channel or something, places that have been abandoned and how nature has kind of, taken back over. Yeah. But let's see. Any more country fact? Anywhere else you would like to go visit?
What if this was about country music?
Country facts. Well, it could be about country music. It could be. It could be, because it can be about anything on anything bagel.
Yeah.
Do you have some country music facts?
No, I just think it's wild what's happening in country music. I love it. Mm-hmm. It's not quite Dolly Parton country anymore,
right. Oh, yeah.
Which I do kind of, some people are kind of stuck in the past and they're like, this country is not country. And first of all, we're all evolving.
Right.
And I could appreciate the
Yeah. I
old
think kind of
stuff.
when like Ellen Jackson and Garth Brooks and
Oh, that'd be
Billy Ray Cyrus. I know I'm dating
Yeah.
myself. Vince Gill. They kind of
yeah,
brought like a different side to country music.
yeah,
And Reba has done that too. And
Yeah.
it has evolved into like more inclusive, I think, of all
Yeah.
different kinds of people
Yeah.
doing country music. I mean, could anybody back in the day probably imagine Jelly Roll
yeah,
being a
right.
country music star?
Yeah.
You
And he's
know?
awesome. And
Yeah,
what
and
he's
he's
doing,
awesome.
his work is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it has definitely become more
Do you know who
inclusive.
Post Malone is?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
believe like Post Malone is
Yeah, that's another
with
one.
like Dolly Parton? I do
Mhm.
love like the inclusivity. I think
Yeah.
is what is so needed.
Yeah.
Like of course there's always those people who are just like, that's not country or whatever. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's music.
Right.
That's what we're all here for, is
The
music.
music is really good at bringing people together.
Yeah.
And yeah. And who was it that Lainey Wilson got invited to be in the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh,
Opry.
that's so cool. I didn't
Am I
know
saying
that.
that right? Yeah, that was on The Voice. Reba gave her
Oh, yeah.
official invitation or whatever it is that they do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I have loved country music for a long time. Now, when I was younger, I wasn't such a big country music fan with the old
Yeah.
kind of country,
Twangy.
which I've started to even like some of that more now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Johnny Cash and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie with.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I should have. I forgot because it was leaving Netflix.
What? Joaquin Phoenix. I'm probably saying that wrong. Joaquin Phoenix and what's her name that plays his wife in that, the blonde. But anyway, they sang their own music, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
They sang their own music.
That's cool.
Similar to like A Star Is Born with Brad Cooper and Lady Gaga, where they did their own music. And what is her name?
I don't know,
was
but
in
I know
like Legally Blonde.
They're not going to help you. Well, they will when you.
Well, you can put it in the comments.
Yeah.
And maybe
it'll
come to me later.
Country facts.
Yeah.
I am gonna be thinking about this forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what I expected. This must have been what we needed. Must not have needed a deep episode. I think we both had an interesting day today. So
yeah, a busy day.
I like this. I don't have to think too much. Other than I really don't have. My brain is not the type. I can't keep numbers in my head. I don't like. I know all these singers and music, but I can't put them together. I certainly cannot remember any facts about any country, even if I had them.
It's telling us that maybe we need to learn some more facts about countries.
I'll learn about them when I go there.
And I should say, if there's a country you would like us to discuss,
put it in.
Put it in the comments, and we can throw it in the hat, and maybe we can look up some facts.
Yeah, we could Google
that we could possibly retain.
Maybe
until it got pulled out of the hat. You know what I mean?
How about
Oh, you could look up some facts.
Give me something.
We do have these things called telephones.
Give me something to just something random. Country fact. Want me to just put in country fact and see?
Yeah, put random country facts and see what comes up on there. Yeah.
Okay.
There are probably a lot of them.
Okay, Australia is the first one. Hold on, I have to wait for it to finish.
Okay. Australia is
home to the world's largest living structure, the Great Barrier Reef, which is even visible from space.
Yes.
Okay. See, I knew that fact, but I did not come.
Totally cool to go and snorkel on the Great Barrier Reef as long as a great white shark didn't come in.
And can you believe we put tires in the Great Barrier Reef?
For why?
Because they thought it would help rebuild the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, gotcha.
What kind of dumb?
Yeah, because hurricanes do cause damage to the reef, plus just people and the ecosystem.
How do you say this country?
Bhutan.
The small Himalayan country measures its success by gross national happiness rather than gross domestic product.
I just heard about that somewhere.
What? How did you know this? That is
I
not.
don't remember if I saw it on a show.
We should go
or what
here.
it was,
See, this
but
is. We
that
should go
you-
here.
Yes, they measure. I must have been on another podcast, but they measure, yes, how happy their country is. Or, yes.
Wow, what a hard concept.
What a concept, huh? What a concept. Not how hard you work, not how many hours you work, not how much money
That
you make,
is
not all the things that I guess people think is successful, but yeah, how happy are its people?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's Bhutan in the Himalayan mountains.
Yeah. I want to go there.
Put that on your bucket list.
Canada has the longest coastline of any country in the world, stretching over 125,000.
Oh wow, that's a lot of miles. Aunt Nancy could probably fill us in on some Canadian facts.
Yes.
But that's a lot of water, and we share water with Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm surprised.
Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Superior.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What else you got there?
Okay, Denmark. Denmark is considered one of the happiest countries in the world.
I have heard that
frequently
before.
topping the World Happiness Report due to its high quality of life, social support, and work-life balance for the people in the back.
Work-life balance. Other countries are so much better at taking like siestas or like summers off and that kind of a thing. For some reason or another, when our country became, I guess, so industrialized, we decided that everybody needs to like.
Who decided work
hard
all the time?
I know. And they eat really well in those countries too, probably while they're on break, taking a nap.
Yeah.
Because we don't rest and nap enough in this country either. So, but I have heard that about Denmark. Yeah, and I think they kind of don't get real super political about anything either. So, yeah. What else you got?
Monaco is the second smallest country in the world after Vatican, but it has the highest population density, 19,000 people per square kilometer.
And Princess Grace of Monaco was from the United States of America.
How do you know this?
She was an actress and was in movies with like, I want to say Humphrey Bogart.
Is this like a Princess Diaries kind of thing? How do you just get to be?
There's a movie about her. She was very, very beautiful.
Is that how she became the princess?
I'm sure it had something to do with it. But she married, and it took her a while to get like accustomed because she still wanted to be like in movies and doing that kind of thing. At least according to the movie, it took a while for her to understand that her role had kind of changed from being a Hollywood actress to being
a princess,
and doing for that country.
Yeah.
And once she kind of grasped the hold of that and embraced that, I think her relationship with the people of the country was pretty cool. So,
interesting.
But yeah, she is from the United States.
I wonder if she's like the only United States citizen to hold I don't know. Whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Because that's
title.
Interesting. Yeah.
Title. Yeah. I'm not sure, but.
Mm-hmm. You have more country facts than you thought.
It's because I'm related to my mom.
True. Yeah. If anybody needs help with the crossword in the paper, she knows all the answers.
That and Wordle. She can Wordle.
She's really just smart. She has a lot of. She has a lot of. Her IQ has got to be pretty high.
She likes to read and. Yeah. So
yeah.
Got any more to throw out there?
Let's see. Maybe just one more or something.
One more.
Lesotho is one. Lesotho. Okay. What is that? One of the few countries in the world that is entirely above 1,000 meters in elevation, earning its nickname "Kingdom in the Sky." 3,281 feet. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I want to go there.
In the sky.
Now I want to go there.
I've never heard of that one. But speaking of countries, and like Danielle was saying, create a bucket list and put some of those places on your bucket list that
Yeah.
you would like to go and see. And then,
You really print a picture off.
yes,
It kind of does something.
It
you know.
does. I have a picture of Italy on my vision board, a couple pictures of it. I have one of
Yeah.
Pastiano, Italy, and then
Yeah.
a map of Italy. That's kind of how I kind of know if you're in like the northwest part of Italy.
Yeah.
If it
Well, if you
sits that
start
way on the earth.
researching, the more you know when you go there, the better.
Right. And it's just fun to think about someplace to go.
Yeah.
And one of the things last podcast, I talked about this launch program that I'm in with Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we're supposed to do this weekend is to go someplace you've never been or do something you've never done.
Oh, okay.
And so
Interesting.
that is one of the things that, So if there's someplace like in your city that or something, a place in your city that you've never visited and you want to, do that, or, someplace maybe in your state that you've never been, like Saugatuck, or something like that.
Yeah.
Go and do that, or just do something that you've never done before.
Yeah. We like exploring our Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michigan's a beautiful state.
Yeah, we have a lot of places.
State. Yeah. Another thing that we're doing on there, I like to share what we're doing on there, is the 3 wins. And I should probably put that in the hat. But one is, a win that you had in the last couple of months, a win that you had in the last 24 hours, and a future win.
Oh, nice.
And so, like, bringing that into your conversations with people that you're with.
Yeah.
To try to, and I have a group that I'm friends with. We have like a text thing. And so this morning I put on there, what's a win that you had in the last 24 hours?
Oh, yeah.
And so it was kind of fun to see.
I think it's good to acknowledge, or at least to remind yourself, because I've been finding myself getting anxious that I'm not doing enough, or that I'm not moving fast enough, just because of like everything, just the state of the world, all the stuff we're doing. And I was like, wait a second, just step back. And what did you actually like? Okay, you actually have accomplished things. Like, because I would even be beating myself up, and I'm like, you did the dishes, you took care of the dishes, you did the laundry. I'm like, okay, you just give yourself credit, because all that stuff does add up, even if it's minor, but it adds up. Like, even I paid one bill today, or, because it's.
I have my planner. And so I, plan out my days and then kind of add things to it as the week goes on. But then one of the things I do at the end of the week is go back.
Yeah.
And then write down the things that I did.
Yeah.
The things I did, the things I accomplished, the people I saw.
Yeah.
The joy things I did, the whatever.
Yeah.
And it is amazing because we are really hard on ourselves about thinking that we need. And I have my joy list started.
Oh, yes.
For my joy jar.
Yes. I found an old joy list.
Yeah.
I liked it. There was still a lot of things on there that were obviously still bringing me joy.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So, it's interesting.
Yeah. And one of the things that I have told myself, is, let's say I pull something out of there, whatever time of the day, it doesn't matter. But even if I do it for just 15 minutes, because back to that 15-minute thing, and just do that one thing for 15 minutes, chances are probably would do it longer.
I did that a couple times this weekend. Like, I needed to read, and sometimes just sitting down, I can't. So I'm like, just read for a little bit. And then I read for a while, which is nice because I knew I didn't need to do anything. It's just finally sitting down.
Yeah.
You have a planner, and I have a planner too. I'm curious, like, I have my life planned out almost by the hour some days, and like by like 3 months at a time.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how people don't do that.
I know.
How do people just live their life freely like that with no like?
Yeah.
Or like, do you think that I feel like you're more chaotic or something.
There's probably goods to both. And I guess, again, it's just like that balance between the two, like planning and in knowing what's coming up on, certain days, but also leaving yourself what's called white space.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Things that, me either, but those things that just come up or, or even if you schedule joy time on there, because they say like with the same thing with exercise, if you put that on your calendar is one of the important things that you need to do today, you're more apt to do it. Because otherwise you'll just say, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later until it's 8:00 at night. And then you're tired. And I don't know why we're not better at like scheduling the good things in our life as well as we are. It's like the tasks that we have to do all the time.
Well, just like last week, most people don't feel like they have enough time. It's the scrolling.
Yes, doom scrolling.
It is. The only reason I say that is because like when I was in Tennessee, one of the girls was like, when she was working out and people would be like, how do you like have the kids and work out and make us, she's like, I got off my phone.
Yeah.
And you can too.
Yeah.
And she basically, she was like, some people thought I was mean because I would just be like calling you out. Like there is time.
Right.
So.
Yeah. There's app timers that you can put on your phone so that it shuts you off on your app at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because there's little small things you could do, which would be kind of equivalent to those little 15-minute tidbits of time. And that's one of them. The other one is like putting your phone on grayscale, either all the time or just at a certain time.
That's a good one.
Because the people who create all of these things that we're scrolling know that
it's
beautiful and vibrant.
Grayscale for me might work.
We're going to want to look at them. And so scale your phone.
Grayscales, I'm going to try this.
And mine goes on grayscale at, I want to say it's 9:30 at night.
What, that late? Good Lord.
Well, I know I should probably do it earlier, but anyway, I think it's 9:30. And so sometimes, I can be on Pinterest and I'm
yeah.
And it's also pretty and beautiful. And my phone goes on grayscale and I just get off it because it's like, well, it's not pretty anymore.
Yeah. So I'm going to totally do that because I'm getting up in the mornings, of course, a little later, but I don't know what is with me. I've been staying up late a lot recently. And that's not like me.
Because we have the topic in the hat and our future podcast that will probably come up. What I was telling Danielle today about something called revenge bedtime procrastination. But you'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah, we can't talk about that
topic comes up because it was like an aha moment for me.
Yeah.
When I was listening to a podcast today and I heard that and I went, aha.
Yeah.
Yep. So it went in the hat and you just have to keep tuning in because
you want to hear.
There are all kinds of topics about
like
kinds of
country facts, you guys.
Country facts.
You can't see that. I was expecting, the universe knew I must have needed that because I was almost a little sad and disappointed when I pulled it out. But I just knew.
Yeah. And you never know.
I need to account for that.
You never know where our conversation is going to go on anything, Bagel.
No.
We hope you have enjoyed this conversation. We went from country facts about countries to country facts about country music
to sabotaging bedtime routine.
Yes, all the way to there. So tune in again next time. And again, if you have a topic, and like I said, we do appreciate people. Yeah, drop it in the comments below. And we are grateful for the ones who did. And we have for sure put your topics in there.
In here.
They are in there. So they will come up on a future episode.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Now there's next week.
So
stay tuned.
Liz and
Danny.
We say so long, and we'll see you again on the next episode.
Farewell.
And in the meantime, maybe create a bucket list or put your phone on grayscale.
Yeah. Grayscale it is.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.